There we go. There we go. Got confused for a second. So this will be a very short episode. Short because it's pre-recorded. Okay. Wait, what's up? I'm pre-recording this show. And two, my notes aren't working. I finally got this gift of having my notes, but they're not working today. So I got to figure that out. So brief episode. This will be a brief episode. And also, I'm experimenting with something. I don't want to tell you what, but I'm experimenting something with how I make the show, how I communicate with you. So let's fingers crossed. Let's fingers crossed. Okay, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. Today is Thursday morning. And hero is an acronym. It means helping everyone reaps optimism. Helping everyone reaps optimism. All right. And so that's a message to you that if you try it, you'll find that you like it. And I am reminding myself to do Reverend Mel's challenge because she told hers yesterday. It was a really good one. It was a really good one. And I still haven't found mine yet. I've seen some opportunities, but nothing I've been able to get myself off and moving on yet. But I'm working on it. Anyway, let me finish introducing myself. My name is Sekou Wrights. I am the creator of this show, and I'm also a motivational speaker. Holler at your boy. Let me know if any of you have anything speaking that you have available, because I need to test myself. I need to find out what I can do as someone at this level, in this level of, oh, I don't have my notes. What's my word? Well, you have my word. You have my word. I can't think of the word. Apeket. All right. Well, whatever. You know that word that I usually use that represents having confusion with your language, with your communication. That is something that happens with stroke. It's happened with me a lot, and I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to find humor in it, and laugh my way on down the road. Okay, so all that said, where's my dice? Where's my did I start the show without my dice? Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna do what mom said. Mom said that for every episode I miss, I use a previous one. So last one was $5. This one's also another $5. Woo! Another $5. Another $5. And what you're doing is you're taking that money out of your main area, not your checking where you keep your gas money and your grocery money, but a separate account. A separate account, right? And once you move it there, you have your choice of what to do with that money. You can save up for Dave Ramsey's baby step number one, his pool to have $1,000 set aside in case there's an emergency, or you can set aside for investing, what have you. Like, I'm offering you a choice now because I'm realizing that I need to make a new choice for me. I've done well with investing. And I'm shocked to hear myself say that. I am shocked to hear myself say that. Because when I came in with a $1 at the beginning of the pandemic, I mean, you wouldn't have expected me to end up where I am now. Talking about money, me talking about money, crazy. But anyway, I've done well with it, right? So now that I've done well with it, at the top of this new year, 2023, I am shifting my money towards default, but towards debt, towards debt payments, because I've got a lot of debt. And I just heard it, Rev Mel. I just heard it. Let me see how I could phrase that better. There are, well, I don't know how to rephrase it. Mel, but help me out. Help me rephrase that to something more positive. I will say this though. I will say that I'm choosing to refocus my my strategy. I've been focused entirely on investment, and now I want to focus mostly on debt with a little bit on investment. So that's what I'm saying. Unless Rev Mel tells me something different, that's what I'm rolling with. So, in other words, now that I've fake roll the dice, and you've got $5, you've got to decide what you're going to do with that $5. What you're going to do with it? How are you going to get it to help you? But the main thing, though, is to put it in a separate account. Put it in a separate account. Don't leave it in there with the folder that you have for feeding folks, buying dinner, buying flowers. Like it needs to be a separate way because it will vanish on you. It will vanish on you. Okay? Just a warning. All right. So that reminds me of my reminder. And I always want to give it to you. If you keep spending, you'll stay poor. If you keep saving, you'll stay middle class. If you want to become wealthy and abundant, you've got to invest your money so that it grows, so that it grows, so that it grows, right? That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. All right, so let's get this short episode started. We are talking about Dave Ramsey, Complete Guide to Money. Trying to get the right angle. There you go. Dave Ramsey, Complete Guide to Money. All right. Now, I've been reading this. As you know, I've been trying to stick with it. And it was interesting to me that after he talked about the $1,000 as a final throwaway, not the throwaway, but as a final method for the amount of money you need to have in case of emergency, instead of going to number two, which is his number two is pay off all debt. He skips that part and goes straight on to option three, baby step three, which is get a bigger account. Like you've already set aside your $1,000, and now you got to create a bigger account. I was like, I thought that was odd to me, but I'm reading along to see why he's doing it that way, and the read has been interesting. Okay, so baby step three, 3 to 6 months of expenses and savings. Let me read you this. All right, here we go. Notice that we're talking about expenses, not income. I'll read that again. Notice what we're talking about is expenses, not income. The goal here is to figure out how much from your budget, how much it costs you to keep your household running for a month, right? How much would you need to meet all of your obligations and pay your bills if it suddenly dried up? And then put 3 to 6 months away. All right. So that confused me a little bit. I know I read this yesterday. I read the same quote yesterday. Well, this the second part, the part about your income suddenly dried up, and what that would put you at per, for your time for a month. Because as an artist, that sum varies. As an artist myself, that sum varies depending upon what I'm doing, and trying to get specific about a specific amount of money has been difficult. But I've kept reading, and there's some other things that came out. So, all right. Do not think. All right, I'm going to repeat something I just said a second ago myself. Do not for a second think that you can just keep your emergency fund in your regular checking account that you use for gas and groceries. Okay? Don't put the same money in, don't put it in the same place. You've got to keep it separate. You've got to keep it in a separate bank account. Okay. If you mix your money fund, it will vanish. If you mix your emergency money with your other money, it will vanish. All right. So I recommend on keeping emergency fund in a simple money market with a good mutual fund company. Now that was brand new to me. That was brand new to me. I recommend on keeping your emergency fund in a simple money market account with a good mutual fund company. So it tripped me up for a few reasons. Number one, I don't know what a money market is. I don't know what that is. And a good mutual fund company, yeah, I mean, I don't really know what he means by that either. So I am going to give us the opportunity to collect our money wherever we collect our money, as long as it's someplace separate from our regular check-ins and savings account, and it has immediate access. You have to be able to access it immediately. My nose is itching again. I'm sorry. My nose is itching again. Oh man. All right. Sorry. So so that will help us. I think. I think. I think it'll help us having the money available in other places besides this simple money market account and a good mutual fund. I'm going to check out both of them and see what they are. But till then, all right. And here's the important part. He figured out what the full amount of the emergency fund is for most people. For most people, it's $10,000 to $15,000. $10,000 to $15,000. Now, I don't sound so surprised because I've been talking about this all day with people, and people were saying like 60,000. I was like, $60,000, $30,000, and so now when I hear 10 to 15, I'm like, oh, 10 to 15, it's not that bad, just because I was talking about higher numbers. $10,000 as a set goal is attainable, considering thinking about it, trying to accumulate $60,000, which is much less attainable. So that said, sorry, my brother was just calling me. Just distract me for a second. Just trying to get my focus back. Okay, so in terms of the $10,000, you can do it. You can do it. Like you can do it if you think about it as less than what you intended to. So you can first create your $1,000 get dividend, your $1,000 emergency fund, right? And then you can turn around and come back to it and also build it up to another $19,000. Now that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard. Okay, that means a lot of casual spending has got to go. A lot of casual spending has got to go. So that's a big step for all of us to recognize. If we want to follow this, it's going to hurt a little bit, a little bit. Oh, see, I just heard Rev Mel in my head again. So say something abundant. It's going to it's going to be a love. It's going to be joy. It's going to be graceful. It's going to be graceful, a love, and joy. All right, but this I want to tell you. So Dave Ramsey was doing a book signing, right? And he said there's this woman he saw coming through the book signing line to get your book signed, and she seemed really upset. She seemed really upset, and she got up to him and she said, "Dave, I'm so mad. I've been doing this stuff. I've been through Universal Financial Peace University. I worked my tail off to get out of debt and to save up $12,000 in my emergency fund. And just now, on the way over here, my truck totally broke down and I had to get it towed. It's going to cost me $1,000 to fix it. I'm so mad." Pause. Pregnant pause. Until Dave looks at her and says, "Well, what are you mad about? You've got $12,000 sitting in your bank. Just fix the car." Her whole face and posture changed. You could see the stress and tension melt off her shoulders. Even though she had a full emergency fund, she hadn't made the connection between unexpected expenses and having the cash to handle them. All right. Now I can see that happen. I can see that happening. I can see that happening. I can see you stacking the money, stacking the money, stacking the money, and something happens. You be like, oh, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna spend my money? Or not even think about spending the money because something similar happened to me with one of our expenses. Because you want the money to stay the money, whatever it is. You the $12,000. If you got that money, you want that to stay your money, right? If you got the $5,000, whatever it is, got that money, you want to stay your money. And so you've got to get used to the idea of spending the money and then replacing it. I got to add replacing it because you say to yourself, oh, I'll replace it later. Mm-mm. No, you got to replace it fast. Replace it fast. So anyway, she spent $1,000 of her $12,000, and she was like, "Oh my God, I've got this money that I've saved up and have readied myself for this. It's only cost $1,000, not $12,000. So she had $11,000 left. Major, major, major. Okay, so that's it. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about that. I'm going to continue to look into this baby step, of proving your life. Oh no, not proving your life. I need some kind of like charge for myself that I can give. Like I need a potato. Here we go. Potato. I'm using my potato as a lava rock because this comes in and takes the idea out of my head. Whew. Anyway, what I'm going to do is continue to look into baby step number 3. Baby step number 3, talking about the biggest of the baby steps, because going from $1,000 saved, which is about mindset, to $20,000 saved. No, $15,000 saved is a big jump. It's a big jump. And I want to explore it. All right. So that's what I got to say. I've got other things I want to talk about, but again, this is an edited episode, shortened episode. So yeah, I think that's it for me today. But I hope you enjoyed the story about the lady and her unrealizing that she had the money right there to ping her issue. Just sitting right there. So, all right, I hope you got something out of it. Hope you got something out of seeing my Vulcan potato, my Vulcan potato thing. All right. Anyway, I'm signing off. So just so people know what's happening, I am one of the few people I know, the only person I know of that has a show, and I'm rebounding from my stroke. I had a stroke on July 14th, and I've been working ever since. And so shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me the space and opportunity to get here and do this work. Just a reminder, I am not a personal trainer, nor am I a financial advisor. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Do your own due diligence, and help me see what I'm talking about by giving me your notes. So hopefully all of you will type something in the notes, so I have something that I can read tomorrow. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, I'm gonna do that one live. One of you said something so good yesterday. I didn't see it till after I closed the show. I was like, ooh, that was good. So I'm gonna save that one till we're live again. All right. So keep being your hero, being a hero that starts with you, your own biggest hero. You got to be your own biggest hero. And remember that I can't get it. I can't get it without my notes. I'm working on it. So be bountiful with your time and your caring and being a hero, your own hero, being your own hero. Thank you. Being your own hero. Thank you. Ashe. Later.